the Hawker Hunter T7A. Fast pass, although not as fast as they used to do in the old days at Farnborough, but fast enough for us. Pulling up, using all that energy, so coming down the hill, so much energy and inertia that just by pitching up you can see how high the aircraft is. And we saw a very, very high performance piston aircraft in the Sea Fury a little while ago, and we can see now the step change in aircraft performance between the last of the pistons and not one of the earliest jets, but one of the second generation of jets to enter military service in the United Kingdom. Watch the Battle of Britain Memorial flight later on, ladies and gentlemen. It will include a Hawker Hurricane aircraft, and it always amazes me to think that Sir Sidney Cam, who designed the Hurricane, also designed the Hunter and also had design input into the mighty Harrier aircraft, which of course you can see in the Static Park today. So quite an incredible career and quite an incredible man. There's an adage in aviation, if it looks right, it flies right, and I'm assured that the Hunter indeed flies extremely well. People have described it as like a jet-powered Spitfire. Pilots always enthuse about how one doesn't get into a Spitfire, one puts one on, and as I understand it, the Hunter is very similar. So using that speed again, building up the height, and then as he comes round the corner, he'll trade height for airspeed as he comes down to crowd centre for his next manoeuvre. This aircraft, as I say, is a T7A, it's a trainer, two-seat. The pilot and co-pilot sit next to each other in this. Originally built as an F4 at Kingston. It was delivered to Kemble on June 16th, 1955, and issued to 33 Maintenance Unit at Lynham a month later. Began her operational career with 14 Squadron at Oldenburg in Germany. She then transferred to 93 Squadron in 1956. At that point she suffered a flying accident. Whilst performing aerobatics, a gearbox panel came adrift, damaging up the port wing. The aircraft was sent back to the UK for repairs and was then converted to the T7 standard that you see today as a training aeroplane. She's purchased by Delta Jets in 1996 and flown to Kemble there, her new home, where coincidentally she started her career. She then undertook a complete overhaul and returned to flight in 1996. She's fully dual control to allow for pilot training. In fact, the first Hunter trainer first flew in 1955. It's a lengthened and widened front fuselage section. Armament is reduced from 4 guns to 1. There were 45 of them built, most of them served with 229 Squadron Operational Conversion Unit. But single aircraft were later issued to operational squadrons to facilitate operational training. Powered by a Rolls-Royce Avon 207 jet engine, giving 10,000 pounds of thrust. She climbed to 51,500 feet. And in service, her maximum speed was 715 miles an hour. She wasn't supersonic in level flight, but she could break the sound barrier in a dive. The F Mark 6 variant replaced the de Havilland fighter bomber as the Venom in squadrons based overseas. It was converted for tropical operations. It had a brake parachute and 4 underwing hardpoints for drop tanks or ground attack weapons. And in fact, I think we may see the brake parachute today. Lovely. Upward slow roll. And just like the Spitfire has an iconic shape, doesn't the Hunter? You couldn't mistake that anywhere. Absolutely beautiful. But it gives us a good idea of the progression of jet aircraft in military service. Roll reverse. reversal. From the right into the left. And then briefing the aircraft into a tight turn. G-force is increasing. And then pulling up on the 45. Rolling inverted. Are we going to get a derry turn here? Which is a nice wing overs turn reversal. High-speed pass from the left.
So now engineers drawn from 702 Naval Air Squadron, based here at Naval Air Station Yeovilton. The lead aircraft today is flown by Lieutenant Dave Fleming, who was the #2 pilot.